Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here with me. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Aries today. So for all my Aries out there. And before we start the reading, I just wanted to say I appreciate you Aries so much. Thank you for all the support on my last video. It means so much to me. It kind of shows me that there is a true connection between me and the Aries sign, and it kind of shows. I mean, I'm able to connect with you guys, and I read all of your comments, and I'm so thankful for all the feedback, and it was so encouraging for me. I'm so glad if I was able to help in any way with that video. I am so glad. Okay, it was really your angels that helped, not me. I'm just saying what they're telling me to say. Okay, so it's really not even me. So, but thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I have a special connection with Aries, and I think I wouldn't even be making these videos if it wasn't for the connection that I have with the Aries sign. So it is a very important thing that in my life, my connection with the Aries sign. But that being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, we're going to start with the Repair, Evolution, Growth cards, and I'm just going to see what Spirit wants to say. Okay. We have intuition, wisdom, gifts. Okay, honor your innate ability to see physically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance and the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. Okay? So trust your gut, Aries. Don't go against your gut. Okay, if your intuition is telling you something, don't ignore it, even if you want to ignore it. Because I know that's hard to do. That's a struggle. Because sometimes we want to ignore what we already know or what our intuition is feeling or telling us. We want to ignore it. But you should use it to your advantage, okay? We have good news, positive energy. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of the positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now it's time to celebrate. And then we have letting go. This cycle has ended and it's time to let go to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change if necessary in this situation. Okay, so this might be the time for ending one thing and beginning another. So you might need to let go of something that you've been holding on to that's not really in your highest good. Okay? But good things are coming to you. Okay? There's a lot of positivity headed your way, Aries, which is great. I'm so glad for you guys. Okay, Aries, I'm just going to ask Spirit a really simple question, and then I'm going to get the feedback. Your angels are going to tell me. Okay, so the question is, what does Aries need to know right now? Okay, so I'm going to ask that question. That's out there. Your angels heard me. Okay, and they're just going to tell me what you need to know. Okay, I'm getting you need to be more forthcoming with what you want. Okay, so maybe you've been holding back, Aries, and not saying what you really want. Okay, maybe you didn't know and now you do know, but whatever it is you're wanting, just go for it, or tell whoever you're with that what you want. Okay, so be direct, be forthcoming. Okay, they're telling me you're struggling with something, but you can master that struggle. Okay, so, and don't we all go through struggles, right, in life? So if you're struggling with something and you're having a hard time getting through it, that's okay. You don't think that you can't overcome the struggle that you're dealing with. Okay? And we've all struggled with something that could be, it could be a bad habit. It could be a struggle with a negative mindset. It could be you're struggling to let someone go that's not for your highest good. Maybe you're struggling with financially. Okay, everything's gone up, right? So financially, it could be a struggle for you right now. Okay, financially, maybe you're struggling to overcome a bad habit. Maybe you're struggling with a relationship. Maybe you two just aren't seeing eye to eye on something. Okay, or maybe you're a single parent and you're struggling to get through the day. Like, okay, whatever you're struggling with, don't think that you can't get through it. Spirit is saying, okay, that struggle is you can step up to it. Okay, you can get through it. You can overcome it. Okay, don't sell yourself short and tell yourself that it's not going to get better or that you can't overcome it. Okay, tell yourself that you've got this. Okay, that's the mentality that Spirit is giving me. Okay, that's the energy. Like, I've got this. It's within my capability. I'm not going to let this define me. I'm not going to let this control me. That's the energy I'm feeling. Okay, I'm getting you're more than you're giving yourself credit for. Okay, so maybe you're struggling with some insecurities or feeling like you're not good enough or you're not enough. But you're being too hard on yourself, your angels are telling me. Okay, you're not giving yourself credit for all that you have accomplished. Okay, so maybe think back to when you got through something in your life that was really difficult and maybe someone else wouldn't have been able to overcome that. Think back on a time when you overcame, and maybe that'll help you, that'll fortify you to let you know that, hey, I am a very capable person. I can master this. This is not going to define me. This is just a chapter in my story. Okay? Okay, try to see the good around you. Okay? So maybe your mindset is really too negative. Maybe you need to reevaluate your mindset and where your thinking is at. Try to see just the positivity of the situation, the struggle that you're dealing with. What is it teaching you? How can you, what, any kind of lesson, there's growth there, there's expansion. Okay? There's always a bright side. You just gotta, it's the angle that you look at it, okay? And I know sometimes it's hard to see the angle, the good of the negative, okay? But maybe just adjust yourself in a way that you can angle yourself so that you see the positivity that can come out of this struggle, okay? Because there's some type of something that you're not seeing that could help you get through it, okay? Because that's what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to overcome. They want you to succeed. They're right there. Your angels are cheering you on, okay? I feel that from them. I feel that from your angels. Okay, I'm getting this isn't the end all be all. Okay, and that message kind of took a while for me to get. So maybe you're giving it too much. In your head, you're giving it too much power. Okay? It's hard to, when you're going through something, it's hard to see how this is going to help you sometimes. Or maybe it's hard to even think that you can get through it, especially if you're struggling with addiction. And you know, I'll say this: it's one of the easiest things to have happen to someone is to fall into addiction, and no one should judge someone for addiction because it could easily happen to any one of us. Okay, I have a lot of addictive qualities, so if I let myself, I could easily become addicted to anything, I feel like. Okay, and it doesn't take much to get there. It really doesn't. So don't think that you're alone in the addiction, or that spirit doesn't see that you're struggling to overcome it. If it is addiction, okay. And that addiction doesn't define you as a person, okay? You might have an addiction, but that's not all of you. That's not who you are. You're not your addiction, okay? And it may feel like that you are just that because it's kind of taken so much, it has so much power over you. You might feel like that's all you are, is that addiction. But you are so much more than that. Okay? And I know that you to beat addiction is, it's such a struggle, and it's hard. I know it's hard. But don't get hard on yourself if you give into your addiction, okay? There's always the next day, and there's always help out there to help you, okay? If that's what you're struggling with, I'm kind of getting that feeling. That's why I'm bringing it up, addiction. Now, if that's not you, then just, I'm sure you might know someone that has an addiction, okay? But if you don't, then just, ignore what I'm saying. I'm going to get another message anyway. So let's get another message. Okay, I'm getting try to be the dream you. Okay? Which, don't we all want to be the dream us? Okay? The dream us. So, like, don't be so serious with yourself. Be, like, whimsical, and the dream you, that's a good, like, if we all of us can, like, reach for the dream us. Now, that doesn't mean we'll get there. I mean, every day you got to work on yourself, right? In some avenue. But if you keep reaching for that, you're going to get closer and closer to the dream you. So just keep reaching for it, okay? And that'll give you focus, and that'll give you drive, and that will keep you where you want to be if you just keep reaching, okay? Okay, try to see what is, not what you want it to be. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying try to see things for what they are. Okay? And then once you have a good grasp on what they are, you can move in the direction that you need to go. Okay, I'm getting you can be the you of tomorrow today. And I like that. That's a good saying. You can be the you of tomorrow today. So if you've been putting off something, Aries, which we've all been guilty of that. Like, yeah, I'll exercise tomorrow, or I'll I'll fix that tomorrow. That's a big one for me. Yeah, I know that needs fixing, but I'll do it tomorrow. Or I'll eat right tomorrow. Or I'll call that person tomorrow. I mean, there's so many things that you can like put off. Okay? But Spirit is, so I'm getting that stop putting it off vibe. Okay? So if you've been putting something off, which we've all done, okay, now is the time to get in the mindset of, I'm going to get it done now. Now is the time. Now. Let's not wait for tomorrow. Let's be in the mindset of now. So grab hold of now is what Spirit, your angels are saying. I'm getting you are a fighter. So I'm getting, so fight for what is right for you. Okay, that's the mentality I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and move into your opportunity here, Aries. Well, let me get a Soul Whispers Oracle card just for you, just for fun. Okay, let's see what your angels want to say. Okay, we have Spellbound Journey. Embark on a journey of self-discovery today. Each step unveils a new aspect of your inner magic. Explore new experiences to learn about yourself. All right. I like that for you, Aries. Go on a spellbound journey. Okay, let's get the tarot now for your opportunity. Okay, Spirit, what is Aries' opportunity moving forward? What do they have going on? What's the opportunity? Okay, we have the Four of Swords. So you have an opportunity to rest, to rejuvenate, to really do a lot of self-contemplation, really go within, think about something, think something over that maybe you've been putting off. Okay? So Spirit is wanting you to stop putting off something and go for something. Okay, so whatever you've been putting off, okay, and really, also this is about the Four of Swords is about recuperation. So maybe you need to heal from something, recover. It's also about recovery. You could need to take some time and be alone. Be alone with your thoughts and figure out, ask yourself all those hard questions that none of us want to ask ourselves. Okay? And in doing so, I think you're going to work out something that you haven't been wanting to, something you've been putting off. Okay? So take some me time for yourself, and then you're going to go within and you're going to find that clarity. You're going to find that inner balance. You're going to find your peace. And you're going to find what's fair and right for you, because I have justice. So I have the Four of Swords, and then I have justice. So so it could be you need to think about something that's along the lines of cause and effect. So what are my actions causing? So think about that. Where am I aligning myself? What is the law of karma is at play with you here, Aries? So in the law of karma, that's about cause and effect. So what are you putting out and what are you getting back? Okay, so contemplate that for yourself. Okay, so that's in your opportunity. Let's get a couple more for your opportunity. We have the Three of Wands, but reversed. Okay? So I feel like you've been playing it way too small with yourself. You're playing it too safe. You could be afraid of something. It could be rejection. It could be other people's opinions. It could be fear of commitment. Some type of fear. And maybe you're not planning something through. Okay, maybe you've been a little bit reckless in the past, a little too impulsive. And Spirit is saying you need to plan out things. Okay, your opportunity is to really plan it out. Okay, also it could be someone around you is too reckless. And maybe you need to cut some ties with somebody who is putting obstacles in your way. Okay, so if anybody is like an obstacle to your recovery, then you need to get rid of that. Any type of obstacle that's in your way, Spirit is saying you have the opportunity here to figure out where the dead weight could be in your life. Okay? And it could be someone who is putting you down and too negative with you and wants you to remain small. Okay? Maybe they're jealous of you and so they want to keep you small. So if you have anybody in your life that is hindering you or making you feel like you're not good enough, okay, you need to... They could be an obstacle to getting where you want to go. Okay, so Spirit is saying, think about that, okay, if that applies to you. We're getting one more for your opportunity. We have the Tower in reverse. Okay. Okay, so I feel like you could be you're suffering through something. Okay, you could be experiencing a really stormy relationship or a really turbulent family life. Okay, someone in your family is filling your life with drama. The Tower is about drama. Okay, it's reversed, but you're still experiencing some type of upheaval in your life. Okay? Whether it's reversed or not, and you could have had an epiphany too about someone around you. Okay? So maybe you're seeing something clearly. Maybe you're seeing something clearly, but you're putting off taking action because it's in reverse. Okay, so you know something needs to change in your life, but you're putting it off. Or you know someone's is no good for you, and you're putting it off. Or you know that these people that you're hanging out with are no good for you, but you continue to hang out with them because you've been putting off finding new friends. Okay? But they're causing like a storm in your life because something's causing a storm in your life. Be that your friends or a relationship, a love relationship or work relationship or your job or something in your life is on unstable footing and you're going through it. You're going through something. Okay? But you're putting off changing the situation for some type of reason. Okay? So your opportunity is to go ahead and just go through the Tower moment. And the Tower is about a sudden change, an upheaval, a disaster. Okay? Something needs to give. Something needs to go. It's a breakup. It's a divorce. It's an ending. It's a release of some type. Okay, a Tower is a release. Something needs to go. Okay, that's your opportunity. Something needs to be released here, Aries. Okay, let's get your advice, Aries, for moving forward. Your advice is this Six of Cups. So maybe at this time you need to lean on your family, okay? Or someone from your past. Maybe you're really nostalgic and missing someone from your past. And your advice is about your advice is to seek out something that's familiar to you, something that makes you feel safe, something that brought you a lot of happiness. It also is about childhood. So maybe you need to heal something in your childhood. It's about finding the joy and the happiness in the innocence. Okay, so maybe you need to embrace more of your inner child. Okay, don't take things so seriously. Be a little bit more lighthearted with the way you approach things. Okay, see things like children do, with innocence and such joy and such anticipation. If you ever are around kids, they just have their energy is like giddy. There's a giddiness to a child. Everything is kind of exciting, and they ask so many questions, and there's a purity about them, about a child. And you can't help but, when you're around a child, to feel that energy that they give off. So maybe you need to get in touch with more of your childlike self. Okay, maybe you're being too serious. You've lost all your playfulness. Okay, you're too bogged down with something to see things in a lighthearted way. Okay, so that's your advice. Okay, let's get one more for your advice. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So your advice is to work through something, and this could be working on yourself. It could be working through a relationship. It could be working on ending a relationship. Okay? It could be mastering some type of lesson that you need to master. Okay, maybe you've been repeating the same cycles, hanging around the same type of people, putting yourself in the same type of situations, repeated bad behavior. Okay, not everybody, but some of you could be repeating, you have a pattern of behavior, and maybe you need to fix that. Okay, and really find your passion. With the Eight of Pentacles, this person is passionate about their job, and they're really good at it. Okay, they've got skills and they know how to use them. So whatever skills you've got, use them to your advantage. Okay, and an Aries has a lot of skills. They are so intelligent. They have such a drive about them. Okay, they are a take charge type of person. And Aries, but there's a lot of passion about an Aries anyways. So you've got a lot of passion anyways, Aries. So just use that passion to your advantage is your advice. Okay? And keep your standards high. No settlings. Your advice is don't settle. Okay? Don't settle for the typical. Don't settle for selling yourself short. Okay? If something's not sitting right with you, don't settle for it. Okay? So that's your advice. All right, we're going to get, just for fun, okay, let's keep it lighthearted. Like I said, like the childhood innocence and the mentality of a child. We're going to use the fortune teller oracle cards. I just got these, and they're just fun and they're really positive. Okay, so let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, a chance encounter will bring you great fortune. Ooh, I like that for you. Okay, let's see. Look at the card. Isn't it cool? Okay, that card is so cool. I love it. Okay, we'll get a couple more. A forgotten dream will resurface. Pursue it. Okay. I love that for you guys. Okay, let's get one more. A mystical journey is about to begin. Prepare yourself. Okay, so you could be taking a trip. Okay, some type of journey, mystical journey is about to begin. Prepare yourself. Okay, and we'll look at the bottom of the deck just for fun. Wait, let's see. A magical journey is about to begin. Prepare yourself. So I got mystical and magical. So some type of magic is in your energy, Aries, okay? So embrace the magic. Embrace the little moments, okay? Spirit is wanting you, okay? And there's a lot of positivity here for you. I thank you for watching, Aries. I love all of you.